Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on Elton John's The Lockdown Sessions. Now, an apology first of all, because I pre-ordered this CD to be delivered on the day of issue, and then I got a message from a leading global retailer telling me that stocks are running low and it will be at least a week late. Well, finally it is here. Now, one thing to deal with immediately, when you look at this on Google, it's listed, in fact, in Wikipedia as Elton John's 32nd studio album. Now, I've got to question that a little bit, because when you dig deeper, you find that the 31st one is Regimental Sergeant Zippo, which I haven't yet listened to, and I'm not sure how that exists, in what format. But also, we've got to question whether it should qualify as a studio album. For me, this is a collaboration album. That's the whole point of it. And so when we're looking at it, we really want to be comparing it with things such as Duets and The Union, another collaboration album. Both interesting CDs, I think. So I'm going to look at it track by track. I'm going to compare it with all the reviews I've done before, but I'm not going to list it as a solo studio album, because I don't think that's really what it is or what it's intended to be. So what we have here are 16 songs giving us over an hour of music. Now, question, why has Elton done this? Well, I want to congratulate Elton, first of all, on having made this during the lockdown, because he's really got nothing to gain from this project. He doesn't need to reach any new audiences. He doesn't need to sell any more albums. But what he's doing is demonstrating his appetite for new music and new artists. And in this, he's managed to collaborate with some of the biggest names in music today, mainly to their advantage rather than to his. And what we have is a really interesting and very mixed collection of songs. Now, I use the word mixed, and then I raise the question, is this really an album? Well, it's not a concept album. It's not going to be something like Tumbleweed Connection or Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's more a collection of projects which range across quite a wide genre of music. So as a collection of songs, it may be rather difficult to sit down and listen to the whole thing 1 to 16. It may be one of those collections where people are going to be picking out the odd few tracks that they like to sound together. And that's an issue we will explore in this video and my next one. So this collection offers a window into the music of today. Now, what I've got to say about that is that a lot of these artists are new to me. And as I've said before, that's really my problem, not the artist's problem, of course. So you may well know a lot more about some of these artists than I do, or you may be discovering them for the first time. So it's hard for me to judge these new artists because they're obviously extremely successful in what they do. So it wouldn't be fair for me to do that. They may not be artists that I particularly follow. On the other hand, I'm entitled to give my opinion as you are, because I've paid my money up front for this CD. I'm going to be giving my view on just whether I like these tracks or not. And I may be offering some comparisons as to what I think they may sound like or be influenced by other of Elton's songs, which ones I might compare them with, and how I feel they measure up. And how many of them do I actually want to listen to again? That's really the deciding factor, isn't it? And I'd appreciate your views as well on these. Which of these tracks do you enjoy? Which of them might you hear once or twice and perhaps not come back to? So let's look at what you get for your money. Now, you get this outer piece of cardboard which goes around the whole CD, Elton in his lockdown mask there. We get the plastic holder for the CD itself, quite a nice decoration there of the glitter on the CD itself. And then we have this booklet. Now, this is one of Elton's best CD booklets, I think, that we've got. Let's have a look inside. We get a message there from Elton. Now, what I really like is the profiles that go with each track. So we get a picture of Elton with each artist, and then we get a little bit of the story of the song and a bit about the collaboration, how it went. Lots of information there, lots to read, and that carries on through. And then A really nice touch, I think, at the end is a piece about Elton and Bernie. And what he's really saying there is that, okay, I've worked with all these other artists, but I still love working with Bernie. And there's a promise that he's already received some lyrics from Bernie. He's got them ready to write some songs and produce a new solo album. So we are all very much looking forward to that. So the booklet continues with details about each track and the musicians involved, and that goes all the way through to the end. There's some thank yous at the end. So a very informative booklet that, and that's really good to see. So one of the comments is that the booklet, although it is very good, there's no lyrics in it. So to follow the lyrics, you've got to go online and have a look at those. That's a little bit disappointing. The other comment I would make is that I was away when this came out, so I was listening to the tracks on a tablet or on a phone or on a mobile speaker, Bluetooth speaker. I would definitely listen to the CD on a proper sound system or a streaming service, but with a proper sound system. It's a totally different experience. It sounds fantastic. There's great bass. You can hear all the instruments. You can hear all the production going into it. And it does give you a totally different experience of the songs. So this is my initial video on this. I'm going to be back with part 1 of my review. Now there's a lot to say about a lot of songs here, so I'm going to do the first 8 songs in the next video, then the final songs 9 to 16, give my overall thoughts and an overall marks per track average for this album. So at this stage, please let me know about your overall thoughts on the album, any favourite songs, anything you think you like or dislike about it, and I'll include them in my future videos. So I'll be back very shortly with the first one of these. That's it for now. Subscribe if you want to know more, and don't forget, we're still standing.